Welcome back to the channel. I got something new. Last week we had Dave on from Raging Boar, Attractive Deer and Boar Scents. I got a care package in. We're going to be setting it up. Y'all know that I got a live 24-hour streaming deer cam. If you don't, I will post a link in the comment to it, or at least talk about it, because the link changes when the internet drops. The whole internet thing. You will see pretty much 24/7 live deer, wilderness, outdoor, bird feeders, all kind of stuff going on. So I got corn out there, I got salt blocks, a little water thing. We see raccoons, we see a lot of deer. But this right here is going to change things up. And I can't wait to show you what I got. So a couple weeks ago, I've been using this Root and Rock. This is a 5-pound bag. This is a persimmons. I poured this on the corn, and my corn piles just got, like, the piles were here. They got strung out everywhere. They got in there really tearing it up. All right, so this was 5 pounds. I probably put out a quarter. You saw me pour it on the corn and all around it. A lot of acorns on the ground also. Good year for the acorns, so let's come back this afternoon. So I got some new products in this bag, but the smell is unreal. Like, y'all, I wish there was like a scratch and sniff, like you could scratch the screen and smell this stuff. But let's look at what we got. We got some jugs here, and we got 2 different bag products here. So this is the Root and Rock, just like what I've been using. This is the persimmons. This is the peanut butter. If you didn't watch the live, I definitely will post the link to the live where you can go back and watch this. This is highly concentrated. Like, the ingredients in this is amazing. So I didn't know this company, Dave's company, is in South Carolina. He makes it, he distributes it out of South Carolina. There's a lot of places that you can find his stuff in stores. But this has got 21% calcium for your bucks. This is attractive. You want to attract them in, but you also want to get them bigger for the years to come. I know there's a lot of people that hunt bucks and they'll be like, he needs 2 more years. This is how you make them healthier. Especially once the rut starts. They're low on nutrients. They've been running hard. Once winter comes on, the grass is gone, the acorns are gone. You want to give them stuff that are high in all kind of minerals that you're going to actually help them. So on this live where he's talking about the products, I didn't know that he has to submit all the ingredients to the state of South Carolina to prove what's in the bag. So just real quick, calcium, salt, magnesium, all kinds of zinc, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and it tells you the percentages of them. But there's some really cool stuff on this. Like, I love the graphics. I mean, graphics alone, this is some of the coolest stuff ever. But there's like all kind of different flavors on each package. He's got biscuits. Now this is just the deer package. He also has boar scents, like wild hogs. For people that don't know what a boar is, it's a wild hog. In certain spots of South Carolina, we have them pretty bad, especially in the lower state of South Carolina. the first thing that I noticed when I met him at the show, when I was looking at the package, was it's made in the USA from all ingredients from the United States. And then it says, "In God We Trust" on it. And then down at the bottom here, it's got John 3:16, which, if you're an outdoorsman and you're looking for something that is a Christian-based company, here you go. But there's all kind of stuff, so let's get to it. This is the Rotten Rock. This is the Rack Dust. Now this is like a 1 pound bag. This is highly potent, like really strong. In here it says don't contain grain products. So this one here, you're going to spread along or layer into the corner feed, add to the ground, stumps and logs, and it's going to create a long-lasting bait site. So this is getting your bait site ready. Rut has not started yet here in South Carolina. Next week, there's going to be a good bit of rain. A cold front's coming in. We're starting to get into that rut season. Now is the time. Technically, probably last week would be the time to actually get your stuff in preparing for rut season, but now is still a good time. Same thing with this. This is more grainier. This is unreal. All right, so this one here is the berries. So this is buckberry crush, wild berries, made with real corn, salt, trace minerals, sweet molasses, peanut butter, and grain proteins. Now, one thing about this versus other companies that I know, a lot of companies, you get their jugs and you shake it and it's real liquidy. This ain't that product. And when I say when you take the cap off, you smell it. Look at that. You tell me how many other companies you could pour out. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Why is it so thick? Oh, cool right there. This is molasses base. This is an oil base. This ain't going to wash off when it rains. A lot of that stuff, that liquid stuff that you pour on the ground, as soon as it rains, it's gone. Y'all saw how thick that is. I mean, look at that. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it still ain't came out. There it comes. But let me get up a good up close picture for y'all. I will on that in a minute. Whew, that smells good. So that is the berries. And this is the sweet crackling corn. Made with real corn and sweet molasses. It's the same thing. It's super, super thick. Look at that. Trying not to make a mess. Woo, I mean, that smells just as thick. Look at that. You tell me any other product you know that does that. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to take these, and I'm going to take these out to my salt blocks. Dave told me to take my salt blocks. Y'all know what salt block, mineral blocks are. They're the big blocks, and they got a hole in the top. He said, flip them up, pour them into the cup of the top. So what's that going to do? Well, it's going to stay in there for one. When it rains, I know tomorrow, and then next week, it's then going to push it and bubble it over the mineral block and down into the ground. So this is going to be in the live camera video section. So I'm going to record me going out there, but also it's going to be on the live stream. So over the next couple days, drop in, look at the videos, go back, look at some of the past videos. Again, it's a live. So if the internet goes out, if the power goes out, it kills my live. I have to start a new live. It's just the way it goes. Ain't nothing I can do about that. But most of y'all are familiar with my 24-hour live camera out in the woods. So let's go put it out. I mean, I really like this berry smell, but that corn smells really good. So, all right, let's go put it out. All right, so we're live. We are live on YouTube and we are recording. I don't know if that recorded when I was walking down here or not. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the live stream. But when I was walking down here to set up, two does were running around. So this stuff, I mean, it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. They're in the area. So I'm gonna take these mineral blocks and I'm gonna move them around. I'm gonna probably put one over there, stand this one up. So what I wanna do is these little cups on top here, I'm gonna fill these up with attractive. So there we go, there's the cups. They're up. Let's see if this one's bigger on the other side. About the same size. But I'm gonna put the bigger end down so they won't knock it over. So we are going to put two different materials in here. So we have the berries. This is the berry crush, and this is the corn. I'm gonna put the corn on this mineral because that's a mineral block, and that is a salt block. So I'm gonna put the berries on top of that. Like I said, it is super thick. We're gonna fill this little cup up here. There we go, look at that. That is super duper thick. So we're gonna take this, and what I wanted to show on camera earlier too, I need to get a little bit closer here. Look at that. That is pretty cool. So, like I said, it's gonna rain tomorrow. You can watch on the camera how this performs also on the live stream. So I'm gonna take some of this also, and I'm gonna go pour it on the stump. I'm gonna pour some right here too, just so it runs down the wood. Let's see if a buck gets on that. That would be really interesting. I got some of the old rotten juice on my hand here. That stuff smells so good. I mean, like really good. All right, so on this side, I'm gonna put the rotten juice, but this is the corn one. Just like the other one, it's just thick. Well, it may not be as thick. We're gonna put some on the stump right here, which on this camera that you're looking at, you're not gonna be able to see me put that on that stump, but I put some on that stump. Oh yeah, that looks good. I didn't put out much here. Wonder if there's one more stump. Well, I don't want to get that too close to that one. I'm gonna go pour some on this stump over here. So I poured it on that stump back there. I don't think it's on that camera, but I do think it's on the live stream. That stump is about this tall. Ooh, that smells so good. The stump's about this tall, so I poured it on top, and it has ran down the whole side of that stump. And there's like a trough where I was originally digging it out with my backhoe, and I never got around to finishing it before all the grass and deer season started. So there's like a hole there. That's going to run down that stump and get into there, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they get in there and rut that dirt out. Products, this is the persimmons rutting rock. So I'm going to take some of this and mix it on in here too. That side of the bag wasn't open. Put that around that corn. I might pick up another bag of corn today. While I'm out and about, I'll probably pick up another bag of corn so that can mix in. But we're gonna watch it and see how it goes. So awesome. I'm gonna fill the bird feeder back up. Since I've been down here and got my scent all in here, I might as well fill the bird feeder up. But all right, we'll check back on it. All right, I want y'all to look at that. That's after a week and a half of being in the rain. It only ran down the side to create more. Still there. With all the rain. I want to take a second out of this video to tell y'all every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a live. It's called the Waterfowl Den. We talk hunting, we talk turkey hunting, deer hunting, whatever hunting is in season, we talk about it. We have guests on, we have all kind of product reveals, interviews. So come check us out Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you then.